Paragraph 651. Because of the partial neutralization of Satan, Yahweh identifies with the light aspect and becomes a good and loving Father. He has not lost his wrath or ability to punish. He becomes defined as love itself, but Christ gives the caution in the Lord's Prayer, lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. God might revert to his former ways, i.e. with Job. So, and here we're, again, Sherry, throughout this, whenever we say the word God, we mean God image. And God image equals self, equals the transpersonal encounters with the greater personality, which is what Edinger talked about. We're not talking about metaphysical God, okay? If you want to talk about the metaphysical God, that's in all the churches in town, but okay, we're talking about a psychological construct that Jung identified in his consultation room over 60 years of his life. So he wrote Answer to Job when he was 76 years old in a big flurry. Okay, and this was after he had been writing on this stuff for 30 or 40 years, and his father had been a Reformed pastor, and so on. And so there were many events in his life, and he was always struggling with this Job story and what did it mean from a psychological point of view. And he interpreted, what was it, more than 80,000 dreams or something in 60 years of practice. And so he was seeing all these things happening in people's psyches. And so one of the fundamental issues that we have in Jungian psychology versus scientists is that Jungian psychology is actually scientific. Okay, Jung considered himself a scientist, and the things that he talked about and wrote about were all based on personal observation. Okay, either in himself personally through the Red Book period, or in his patients and what was happening, beginning with people that were really psychotic at the Bergholzli before 1911, and then subsequently, as he consulted with people over his lifetime, he was seeing all this stuff going on. And by the way, one of the things that we recommended early in this group, which you might want to do, is find a movie called A Dangerous Method. Okay, now A Dangerous Method is a story about Jung, Freud, and Sabine Spielrein before the break with Freud. Okay, and so it's really before his confrontation with the unconscious. It's before all of his alchemical studies, everything. But it really sets the stage for understanding where he was coming from. Okay? Because it was in his young age when these were experiences that happened to him that led him down this path ultimately. Okay.